As we approach the anniversary of Charlottesville, it's both personal and professional. You know, from a personal perspective, I remember turning on the TV and watching these riots, and my 10-year-old daughter at the time saying to me, "Mommy, this is scary. What's happening here?"
We do have a pretty healthy white supremacist group that's active throughout the U.S.
We have a president who has pretty much come out and called African countries the expletive word. We've actually seen people of color being subjected to microtransgressions, experiencing both physical lynching and emotional lynching and embarrassment. We actually see families being separated from one another.
The most important kind of work that we need to do is really around acknowledging the kind of brutality and the terrorism that I think that characterized slavery, the Jim Crow era, and even the current era.
What is it like to live in a country where people don't value you because of your own diversity?
The outgrowth of a lot of these hashtags that really focus on what it's like to live as a Black person in this country. And I think that that has been actually really eye-opening for a lot of people.
How do we create racial equity when we look at the areas of technology access? When we have disparities that show up and people can't get online or they don't have access to affordable broadband, they basically live in a space where they might as well be invisible. What we saw in Charlottesville last year was the same type of invisibility.
We actually have a very violent past when it comes to race relations. And people were hurt, and there's a lot of pain, and there's a lot of continuing pain around that. And I think we do need to have a kind of national acknowledgement of that. Those kinds of things have been done, obviously, in Germany, and again in South Africa, post-apartheid. And I think that would be very healthy for us.
We've still not reconciled is, what are we going to do about race relations in this country? I'm so reminded, and I wasn't born at the time, of the 1960s when Lyndon B. Johnson said enough is enough and put together the Kerner Commission report. Perhaps a revised, revamped, refreshed Kerner Commission report is probably the best way to go.